Okay, the DMM ring is out, and the this ring that I got, this is something that came with my Buckingham saddle. Okay, it's a 28 inner diameter by 58 millimeter outside diameter ring. And the reason I went back to that is the DMM. Now these are really strong, really light. I mean, this is like aircraft grade T6 heat treated CNC lathed ring, and they're very slippery for one thing. And I found it was too slippery in the Synergy X Hitch Mount with the Samson 7.5 bailout hitch cord on the 10 millimeter HTP. Now this is generally what people want, is a very light, very strong, slippery ring. But in this case with the mount, okay, I'm still going to be using the DMM 26 on the slack for the slack tending ring. Okay, but I found that the DMM 28 millimeter was a little too slippery in the mount for my liking, and I'm certain that other people would find it to be also. So this is going to be, you know, accessory, something that I have on hand for oddball whatever. But I'm going back to my Buckingham ring now. For people that are looking to set up a Synergy X system with the Samson bailout or on anything, you have to consider the larger diameter, okay, is going to give more frictional surface area in the mount. Okay, so you got to kind of fine tune your ring selection to figure for that. Okay, now you cannot obtain one of these rings by any other means than buying a Buckingham saddle, so I did look up some other ring dimensional properties of some rings so I could make a suggestion of commonly available rings. And it seems the best one would be probably the Petzl solid aluminum ring, like the ones that come on the Sequoia, the Petzl Sequoia saddle. And you can get those, buy those individually. Also the Stein. There's a Stein 28 millimeter that has an outside diameter of 52. I think that would it's probably going to be a little slipperier in the mount than this one, but doable. Okay, so the best one that I've found right straight off is the kind that come on the Petzl Sequoia, the solid Petzl aluminum ring. Now both of those are gold. I'm kind of shooting for camo here. I think if this ends up being something where, you know, hunters do gravitate to the system at all, they're going to also be looking for something more drab, like a drab shadow or a drab, you know, darker end of the grayscale, or like a drab olive, or you know, something camo. But the gold, actually, gold is one of the very few tones that can be a gloss and can be considered camo, oddly enough. Like golds and the brassish tones, you can have some gloss there, and it does come out on a backdrop to be somewhat camo. Now deer see differently, and I have a lot of camo products, and I noticed right away that this rope, I got this is a Vermeer distribution, the camo HTP 10 millimeter. Oddly enough, when I noticed right away when I got this rope, I smelled it. I'm so used to things that are tuned to deer sight, camos that are tuned to deer sight, that I can actually smell the dye and know that it is, and this is, which is pretty amazing. Now I'm gonna wash my hitch, and I'm gonna wash my rope, because I want to get everything broken in quick. I got all kinds of work going on. I haven't been able to climb since the climbing, the rope walk demo. And the rope walk demo is still tweaking in my bungee, and I still breaking in this new length of hitch cord so that my foot loop is long enough to actually do a rope walk, and it came out pretty good. If you saw it, that's on some fairly fresh hitch cord, and this rope hasn't been washed. Now I'm noticing that I'm getting some of the dye is rubbing off on the inside of the hitch cord when I untie it and look at it. So I'm gonna wash all this stuff. Rope soap there for anybody that get something that's qualified for rope soap. But what you want, hunters are gonna naturally gravitate to the same types of products that, soap products that they use to wash their camo and gear before they go hunting. The scent free, but those types of products do rinse out to a residual free textile in the end. So that too also is a good rope soap that has no odor whatsoever imparted by the detergent itself. But like I said, the gold, the Petzl Sequoia ring is good for saddle hunters and people that are climbing the Synergy X. I'm figuring this is going to be light packable systems. Even people that work, they may want a duffel bag system that they can just grab if they got a light job where they it's not like a massive teardown job, just a light trimming job or something like that. They might grab their little Synergy X duffel bag and head out the door. That's a good one too. But like I said, also the Stein. But the color on the Stein, I think, is actually, even though gold can be a gloss and qualify as something that goes, the Stein seems to have a little bit more of an olive